Welcome everyone, Pastor Dave. It's March the 4th, 2012, and I am not by any means setting a date for the rapture of the church. But what I'm about to play for you, it just may be time to get excited. What this is a news report on a documentary that is about to be released regarding the first 5 books of the Bible, the Torah, and some scientific study and investigation that has went into the first 5 books and hidden in the Torah. Does it tell what's about to take place in 2012 right now and the month of April? Redemption. Could we be looking at the rapture of the church in the month of April? I'm going to leave that up to you. The church, it's time to get excited. I'll put the link to this video and article below in the description box. But I want you to take a very close listen to this. I want to thank Nancy and Alex, viewers and subscribers of mine, for sending me this information. Take a listen and let me know what you think. Get excited, church.
Christians and Jews share the first 5 books of the Bible.
Now, Jews call that the Torah, the sacred scrolls revered in every synagogue in the world. They believe they contain the words of God given directly to Moses roughly 3,300 years ago. But now, a group of researchers says hidden within those words may be messages for us about this year, 2012. Rabbi Rick Weiner of Temple Beth Israel in Fresno sings an ancient song.
We have carried this tradition for thousands of years, and even before we carried the scroll, we carried the melody.
The words of the Torah set to music. But a group of Jewish researchers say these ancient scrolls may also carry something else. Hidden and coded details about our time and this very year.
There is a code in the Torah, the first 5 books of the Old Testament. The code is real and mathematically provable. The advent of the computer has made it possible.
What you are looking at is a trailer for Torah Code 2012, a new documentary in progress. Nearly 30 years ago, Dr. Eliyahu Rips and a team of Jewish mathematicians became the first to use computers to search for equidistant letter codes in the Torah. And they say they found them.
We cannot pretend that we have a real full grasp of it. Just by using the means at our disposal, we see that it is real.
A paper on their findings. Several books and much debate followed, but so has a steady stream of stunning code tables. Rips and other researchers say they continue to find, with startling details about current events. But it was a documentary filmmaker's question that turned their search to this year.
And I said, so what does the Torah code say about 2012? About a week later, I get a call from Jerusalem, and it's Glaserson, and he's saying, oh, this is brilliant. We found all kinds of tables in 2012. A few minutes later, I got a call from Professor Harrowitz from New York, who said, Richard, you don't know what you started. And they actually set up a meeting with the high rabbi in Jerusalem to see if they can do your project with you. And I said, they did? And I said, why? Because what they've discovered about 2012 really stunned me.
Not with the stuff of the Mayan calendar or Hollywood movies, but with a scenario virtually ripped from today's headlines.
Lashana in the year, which one? The Tafshin Ayin on 772, which is 2012.
We have a bunch of tables on war, on World War II.
This is Ketz Haolam, the end of the world.
But also in the 2012 code, says Shaw, the hope of a biblical promise fulfilled.
There's a number of 2012 tables that talk about redemption, and they usually connected a lot to the return of the Messiah.
Here is Geulah Tiyeh. It will be a time of redemption. Geulah, redemption, Tiyeh, will be.
And a date.
Passover, which is Pesach, appearing here, which is a date for redemption for the Jewish people.
Passover, April 6th through 14th, 2012. But both the researchers and Shaw say this is not a prediction.
The Torah is not a crystal ball, and none of us believe we should use it in that respect.
They say it's simply what they found. Encoded messages in the Torah for 2012. Messages that many choose not to believe in at all.
Most within the mainstream Jewish community look at that and say, well, it's a neat trick, but it's not necessarily going to guide the way we live our lives. Whether it has every event spelled out into it, if someone wants to believe that, that's fine. Me, not so much.
But those who do believe say it won't be long before we will all see what, if any, meaning the 2012 Torah codes have for us.
We feel like we're kind of entering into that period. It seems like all of those things are lining up. All the ancient prophecies and things that are happening in the world today.
There is a feeling of urgency like never before as world events converge to find out what the Torah is saying now.
We are living at a very significant time.
Torah Code 2012.
Now, once again, the researchers say they are not making predictions, just sharing what they feel they found encoded in the Bible. For more information on the full Torah Code 2012 documentary and when it'll be available, just go to campage.com. And the people involved in this are mathematicians, computer science experts, statistics experts, so they go through some very rigorous procedures to find these as significant tables in there. This is not just some random thing. They also use the original language Hebrew, the Torah was written in.
And when they look at the past years, they see after the fact, wow.
That's when they find them, and that's why they say it's not a crystal ball, because you don't know in advance the significant words to look up as you do afterwards. So they look up afterwards and they find these things beforehand, though, to try and predict things. They don't approve of that purpose for the Torah code.
But they did see something about a world.
They see that. They won't say what it means other than that. That's what they have found. So they're not saying that that's going to come to pass. It's what they found.
Wow. Especially think about the news that we're hearing now.
Yeah, you can just look at the headlines and wonder
Yeah.
about that.
Wow.
Still to come, two big.
All right, everyone. Again, I'm not setting any date, and they aren't either, but something to get excited about, something to watch for, according to what they've discovered. Passover, beginning April 6th, 2012. We're looking at the rapture of the church sometime during Passover this year, April 2012. A little bit of hope. Get excited, everyone. Time to get excited. Leave me comments. God bless you.